Leafs Nation, what's going on? Welcome back to Maple Leafs Media YouTube channel. I'm your guy Jake, and this team has a lot to decide this offseason. We've got some tough decisions to make. We don't have much cap space, and Kyle Dubas has his plate full. I'm going to play a little game where I pretend to be the GM. Not that it really matters what I think, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to go over the 8 players that are on this roster that played this season for the Maple Leafs and that are either unrestricted or restricted free agents. And from there, we're going to decide whether we should keep them and re-sign them or let them walk. What the? We're going to kick off this list with Kyle Clifford, the big blue dog, who came here as part of a trade in which we also acquired goaltender Jack Campbell for Trevor Moore, a third-round pick in this year's NHL draft, and a conditional third-round pick in 2021. Kyle Clifford is the Maple Leafs' big blue dog. He's one of the only players with any grit on this team, and that grit has made him a 2-time Stanley Cup champion with the Los Angeles Kings. You'd have to think it's extremely silly of Kyle Dubas not to re-sign Kyle Clifford, as he's the only one with really any toughness or grit on the team, and he's just been acquired in a trade, so why would you not re-sign someone you traded assets to get? So please, re-sign Kyle Clifford. Next, we have Jason Spezza, who's fighting for a shot at the Stanley Cup. He just wants to win a Stanley Cup, as he's never won one in his long career, and he's someone that I was super stoked about bringing into Toronto last offseason, just to have him scratched from the first game, thanks to Mike Babcock. Spezza is a great locker room guy, and he desperately wants to win that Stanley Cup. That was shown in the playoffs when the Leafs were down 3-0, and he just gave the team a huge boost by fighting. When do you ever see Jason Spezza fight? This guy wants to win, and it's exactly what we need in Toronto. He's still able to score. He could play on the second power play unit. Dubas, make it happen. This one is a no-brainer for me. Re-sign Jason Spezza. Tyson Barrie. This is one that a lot of people are upset about due to the fact that Nazem Kadri has been performing excellently for the Colorado Avalanche throughout the playoffs. And it's unfortunate, but Tyson Barrie, your time in Toronto, it just didn't work out, and you'll always be remembered by the trade that sent Nazem Kadri to the Colorado Avalanche for a defenseman who put up a plus-minus of -7. It's a shame because I was really excited about Tyson Barrie coming to Toronto, but you know what? This just didn't work out, and for me, it's a no-brainer. We don't have the cap space, nor do we really want a defenseman that's not going to be playing well for us. So do not re-sign Tyson Barrie. Let him walk. Next, we have Travis Dermot. I absolutely love this guy. He always seems to have a smile on his face, and he had the highest plus-minus of all Maple Leafs defensemen with +14, and that's a huge stat for the Maple Leafs. That's definitely an underrated stat. He has the potential to be a top 4 defenseman for this team for years to come, and at just 23 years old, I think it would be a crucial mistake not to re-sign him. Frederick Gautier was drafted 21st overall back in 2013, and honestly, he's never really amazed me, or he's never really had a game that's made me go, wow. He's only posted 13 goals and 18 assists for a total of 31 points in 168 games played for the Leafs. At 6'5", 239 pounds, you'd expect him to be a physical force. Yet, I see him out there all the time, and just to put it nicely, he looks soft. We have other players who can come in and play the exact same role, and some younger guys coming up through the system. So for me, we don't have the money, and I don't really feel the need to re-sign Frederick Gautier. So let him walk. Dennis Mulligan is a guy who put up 0 points in a very uneventful 8 games with the Maple Leafs, and those are probably going to be his only 8 games as a Maple Leaf, as there's other players coming up through the system, such as Nick Robertson, that are going to push him out of the lineup. Nick Patan's another guy who plays the same role as him. Frederick Gautier. There's a lot of guys in this lineup and roster that play the same role. It just doesn't make sense to keep Dennis Mulligan to me. He's the smallest one out of all of them, and we need more size. So for me, let him walk. Ilya Mikheyev is set to become a restricted free agent, and honestly, he will be re-signed by the Maple Leafs, and he might not even cost that much, due to the fact he only played 39 games in his first NHL season because of that scary injury that derailed his season. And before that and after that, he was starting to build a chemistry with John Tavares and Mitch Marner, which looked to be potentially lethal for years to come. So Ilya Mikheyev is a guy that is a no-brainer for me. Re-sign the man. You know, I don't really like to talk bad about other people, but this is going to be tough not to, because Cody Ceci was given every single opportunity to succeed, and he failed miserably. He played with Morgan Riley, our top defenseman, and only posted a goal and 7 assists in 56 regular season games. If you're watching this, Cody, I wish you all the best, and I hope you can fix your career plus-minus of negative 53. That's right, negative 53. But I just don't want you to do it in Toronto. Kyle Dubas, I hope you're listening, and I hope you're taking notes. I'm no GM. I know you are, and you're more qualified than I am, but I think a lot of Leafs Nation is going to agree with me here. Let me know what you think, Leafs Nation. Do you agree? What do you disagree with? Thank you for watching.